What to listen to next?
I got a feeling.
Hey Siri, play I've Got a Feeling.
I've got a feeling inside, oh yeah.
You might be thinking, why didn't she just type it into her device? Sure, that would have been so much easier, but what I was demonstrating is that there is a huge difference in how we write certain words or phrases and how those words actually sound when we speak. Many English learners want to pronounce each word clearly to get the pronunciation perfect, which is not a bad goal to have, but most native English speakers don't do this. We use reductions all the time in TV, movies, music, and in daily conversations. These reduced words are often said very quickly and flow into each other so their pronunciation changes. You might not have been taught this in school, but one of the best ways to improve your English fluency is to practice with reductions, as this will help you speak more naturally and understand spoken English more easily. So our lesson today will focus on 15 of the most common reductions and how to use them. Most of them are in the top 100 most common words in the English language, so it's definitely useful to know them. At the end of the lesson, we'll show you how these reductions can be grouped into 8 easy to remember categories, so they're easy to learn. But before we start, in case you're new here at Real Life English, our goal is to guide you on your language learning journey beyond the classroom and into the real world. So each week we create lessons like this to help learners like you get comfortable using English with confidence anywhere and anytime. So join our global community of over 300,000 learners now. Just like this fan who says that thanks to our channel, they now can think in English. Simply hit the subscribe button and bell down below now so you never miss out on any of our new lessons. First, it's important to know the difference between reductions and contractions. Contractions, like reductions, are a shortened form of a combination of words. However, with contractions, we usually use an apostrophe to represent the missing letters, as in they are becomes there, we have becomes we've. Where reductions are considered informal, meaning they're not really appropriate for business or academic discussions, contractions are acceptable in both formal and casual conversations. Native speakers often use both contractions and reductions in the same sentence, and this can make it sound as if we're speaking really fast, but actually we're just leaving out certain sounds and connecting others. As I go through the list of common reductions, it's a great opportunity for you to practice your listening skills. Also, see if you can hear which words are contractions and which ones are reduced. Alright, so first we'll look at single word reductions. Won't and words ending in NT. Since we've just covered the difference between reductions and contractions, I thought it would be great to look at a contraction that can also be further reduced. When a word ending in NT links with a word beginning with a vowel sound, the final T is silent. So won't becomes won't, won't. For example, she won't apologize even though she was wrong. You. The reduced form of the word is ya, as in how have you been? Could you hear that the vowels in you become a schwa sound? If you're sending an informal text, it's very common to use the reduced spelling as well. If the word you comes after a word that ends in NT, the sounds merge and the ya becomes a ch, as in, why don't you go home? You look sick. 4. When we say the word for, it's pronounced f. For example, my sister bought this for me. Note that if you're using this word in written form, you should not change the spelling. Also, don't use this reduction when referring to the number 4. Nothing, words ending in ing. With words ending in ing, we often pronounce them without the G sound, so they become something or nothing, nothing. For example, I've got something for you. The next three reductions are really short, so listen closely or you might actually miss them. 2. This is already a very short word, but we change the word to and it usually sounds like t. So you could say, I'm going to the beach tomorrow. Again, you need to reduce the G sound at the end of the word going. And. This is certainly one of the shortest reductions on our list today. When reduced, the word and is replaced with an n sound. For example, I like peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Of and are. The words of and are become when reduced, so all you hear is the schwa sound. For example, he is the type of guy who loves adventure, and when are you going home? But words ending in T. When a word ends with a T and is followed by a word beginning with a consonant, the final T of the first word is often silent or sounds like a D. So but would simply be but. For example, he likes winter, but he doesn't enjoy the rain. Or I just realized that I left my keys in the restaurant. If you'd like to connect with people from around the globe and learn about other cultures, we highly recommend you download our Real Life English app. With our app, you can have short conversations with other English learners from all over the world at the touch of a button. You can also improve your listening skills with our podcast, which comes with transcripts and vocabulary notes for you to follow along. You can download it for free in the Google Play or Apple App Store. You can also find the link up here and down in the description below. Join our global community and become a citizen of the world by downloading the app now. Them. Okay, so when we reduce the word them, the TH sound is silent and all we hear is M. As in, I love this band, but I haven't seen them in concert yet. Because until. There are words where in their reduced form, the first two letters fall away. So because becomes cos, and until becomes till. For example, he's not going out tonight because he has to work till midnight. Now we'll have a look at reductions that consist of several words. You will notice that many of these reductions are connected to the words we've covered earlier in the lesson. Going to. This is probably one of the most common reductions on our list. Do you remember when we spoke about words ending in ing losing the G sound? And we spoke about to becoming t. Well, this is a combination of those, but two additional things happen. The vowel sound is further reduced, so the I in going disappears and becomes gone. And t simply becomes ah. This is important to remember as it will apply to other reductions we will see later in the lesson. When a reduction includes the word to, we usually repeat the last consonant of the word before to. So, in this case, going to is reduced to gone plus a, gonna. For example, he said he was gonna do it today. Very often, gonna is further reduced to ana, which means that the G falls away and we only pronounce the schwa a plus na, as in, I'm gonna let you know the results tomorrow. Music is one of the best ways to become familiar with reductions in English. Do you have a favorite English song? Let us know down in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Want to. As mentioned earlier, when reduced, words ending in NT lose the T sound. Also, when a reduction includes the word to, we usually repeat the last consonant of the word before to. So want becomes one. Then we add the reduced form of to, which is a. Therefore, want to changes to wanna. So we would say, I really want to go to the beach this weekend. Should have, could have, would have. The words should have, could have, and would have are often reduced to shoulda, woulda, and coulda. Similar to the reduction of the word of, the word have is reduced to the schwa sound a. For example, she could have gone to the party, but she would have got into trouble. Give me, let me. When we reduce give me, the v at the end of give falls away, so what we hear is gi. So when we say the words together, we add an additional sound to make gimme, gimme, as in, could you give me a hand with my bags? When we reduce let me, we use the reduction we previously discussed, which is when a word ends in T and is followed by a word beginning with a consonant. The final T of the first word is usually silent. So all that remains of let is le. When we combine this with me, we have lemmy, lemmy. On my birthday, my friend wouldn't let me see the gift she bought me until after dinner. Don't know. The final reduction on our list is one that hopefully after watching our real life English lessons, you won't have to use often when you're asked questions in English. So when we reduce don't, similar to the previous explanation, the T sound falls away. The O in don't takes the schwa sound, so we only hear done. In the word no, the letters K and W fall away and we're left with no. When we add these together, we get dunno, dunno, as in, I don't know when I last saw a movie at the cinema. Today, we looked at 15 of the most common reductions and how you can use them. Do you remember all of them? Well, here's a quick summary of the groups of reductions we covered today. Reductions of you, reductions of, reductions of to, reductions of me, reductions of have, reductions of gerunds, words ending in ing, reductions of words ending in t and nt, other reductions. I hope this lesson has made you feel more comfortable and confident using reductions when speaking English. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like and share this video with anyone who is learning English. But before you go, check out this next video on modal verbs. If you have been learning English for a while, you have probably studied something called modal verbs. For example, you probably know that we use must for obligations, may, might, or could for possibilities, and should for suggestions, right? But did you know that there are more advanced ways to use these words in English? In this video, you are going to learn 3 advanced aspects of modal verbs.